Hey, so guys, I just got down here to the shelter. It's been about 3 weeks since I've been down here, and we've had a lot of heavy rain, some high winds. So this is where I had my rocks and stuff stacked up for the fire pit, and it's almost completely dismantled. Right here on the creek bank, you can see how high the water got. At least like right through there. So it never got up over the bank on my shelter at all. And we've had a lot of rain. The tarp is in its place exactly how it was when I left. It didn't get blown down. And I had a smaller tripod that I had sitting here. And I think I set it up here on the bank, just behind those rocks. It's gone. Tripod tied with paracord, and it's nowhere to be found. Maybe I left it down here in the creek bed and it just got destroyed. I don't see any paracord. That tripod is gone. That is very strange that tripod is not here. Because I don't think it would have washed completely down the creek. So I'd been thinking about, you know, since I'm on this creek bed, it's always going to have a chance of flooding when it rains for a long period of time, especially with summer coming up and storms and stuff like that. So I thought about moving this whole shelter over to where I originally wanted to do it, where I found the deer foot in episode 1. And I walked over there before I came in here, and looking at the lay of the the grassy area there where there's a fallen oak tree. The ground is not even. It's worse than where I'm at. So I think it's going to be a lot of work moving this thing. And this thing is up solid. So I'm going to stay here. I'm using my gut instinct just to stay here. Because if I try to get into moving it, and the ground over there is not even as level as this. I think my best option is to stay here. Now, I know the ground here is not that level, but over there it's worse. And I think once I get my bed made here, raised on the supports here, I think it's going to be fine. And if it does flood, if it comes up this high, then that's a lot. That's just something I'll have to deal with. And I think it's going to have to rain a ton for it to actually get up to my shelter, like a buttload. So I'm planning on putting a at the opening here in the front, I'm going to have a fire pit made out of rock. That way, when I'm sitting on my raised bed, I can have a fire close. But I will continue to have a fire on the creek bed. I'm just not going to stack the rocks up all pretty no more. I'm just going to have like a mound right there and just have a fire right there, because apparently the flow of the water just dispersed the rocks that I had here, and which I find that completely unbelievable. And the fact that tripod is gone, I mean, I don't see it anywhere. I could walk around the bend here of the creek and see if I see it somewhere, but I don't see paracord. I don't see the tripod, period. It's just gone. Kind of crazy, man. Kind of crazy. My first priority right now, I've got all day, so I'm going to get a fire going, get some coffee on, and have a sausage. I'm going to try to hang over the fire and smoke it for a while. Oh yeah, that's good. You know, I just can't really function too well without my coffee first thing in the morning. Oh, coffee. But it's misty raining, and they're calling for more rain later. All it does is rain around here, man. I'm sick of it. Absolutely sick of it. time to eat. Blowing Rock IPA, India Pale Ale. Go to the mountains. .2%. Western North Carolina. That's local to me. That's work, bro. All these trees I'm cutting, they're dying out at the top. They're already dying. And I can tell by looking at the top of the trees that they're cracking. There's no leaves, no signs of anything growing on it. So they're going to continue to harden and get more solid over time, and that's a good thing. All right, so I got the bed coming together. And I think that's going to be pretty level. Everything's tied off. I'm a little bit concerned about this one in the front because it dips right there. But I can probably compensate for that with the right size logs. So what I'm going to go do now, I'm going to take this piece of wood. That's the length that I want. That's the size that I want. I'm going to go cut a bunch of these so I can start stacking them all the way across. Starting to look good, man. Well, this old chap is almost spent. I can tell you that right now. That's all I've been doing. I've been crossing this creek and bringing it in. I'm starved to death, man. I'm about to have me some Idaho and potatoes, bacon and cheddar, chipotle. I am freaking beat, son. Yeah. That sausage has been hanging here all day. Every now and then I'll take a bite of it. Stick a fork in me, brother. I'm done. Oh yeah, those potatoes are going to be great. Check that out. And that sausage is cooked. I have a feeling it's going to dump. It's going to start raining on me hard. because it got darker. It's been fun. I'm happy with what I've got going. It's hard to find the straightest trees that are dead without having, you know, curves in them, because I need that raised bed to be flat as possible. And I don't know, man. I'll make it work. If I have to plane them out with my axe and flatten them out, that's what I'm going to do. I'm about to crush this whole pot of potatoes. We'll let that cool down for a minute. I'll show you what's going on. I'm exhausted. I really am exhausted. But I've been enjoying every second of it, though. Look what we got. Let's go check her out. So I realize now it's going to take a lot more of those to go all the way across. And I'm surprised at how level I got this thing. It is pretty doggone level. You can tell. It's just a couple of the cross supports they're not exactly straight, so I don't know how this is going to work out. And then some of these right here, they're not exactly straight, so there's gaps. But the more I get of them, the more I'll be able to interchange them out. And those three in the middle, they're straight. So I'm not even going to try to sort all this out until I get enough of them. Then I can start putting them where I want them. I'm hoping that with a sleep pad on top of that, it's not going to be too bad. But I like how tall it is. There's a big space underneath it. And right here at the front, I'm going to do a rock fire pit. That's why I've got these rocks. I'm going to go get more rocks. I'm going to do a rock fire pit right there. It kind of dips down into there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a little dip under there. That's why I left these long, because I might build off of these. And then I can have a little awning come like halfway down or something. And tie it to the ridgepole. That way rain can't get in. We'll see. Excuse me. But yeah, man, I think it's solid. I've already sat on it. And I put those supports underneath the bottom where I tied the paracord, the poles off. And I think that's a smart idea. Instead of just relying totally on the paracord, there's not going to be a whole lot of weight out on here on this end, but I'm still going to do it on this end. See, I got one right there. Coming along, coming along. The next time I come out here, I'm going to finish it. Look what I noticed this morning. Look at that tear in my backpack. Look at that, man. No bueno. No freaking bueno. No freaking bueno. Chunk. Oh yeah, boy. This sausage has been cooking for a while. I think I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. Thanks for tuning into this series. I can't wait to get back here and work on this thing again. I'm going to finish eating and just enjoy one fire. I'm about to build this thing up for a little bit and get on out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. You guys have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next episode of this shelter build. Thanks for tuning in to BURNWOOD Bushcraft. Peace out.